Hi, welcome back to the podcast. And this week will probably be hopefully a bit longer. But we're going to be basically talking about some random shit, just stuff happening. I think so. I've decided that if we reach 100 subs before the end of May, right?
Yeah.
By the end of May, I'll do something to my hair. We got 3 options, so there'll be a poll. So if you go to the channel and go into the community tab, there should be a poll in there with 3 different type of hair things, and you can vote on which one I will get done if we reach 100 subs. I'll put a picture here. So this is the first option, this is the second option, and this is the third option. I hope I can edit that.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah.
A topic that I guess some people might be wondering about is why the first podcast was taken down. It was taken down due to copyright infringement, and it is now something that may be released in the future if we can figure that out. But
Be bothered. I mean, it is pretty easy. Just remove the waiting music, but
Yeah.
I can't be asked.
not right now. Like, also, I thought the first podcast was just, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't what we really do, is it?
No, I mean, even the last one we did was a bit informational.
Yeah, but I did think last one was a good podcast.
It was a good one. It was sweet and short.
Yeah, that's all it is really, and if you have any more questions, just ask him. So what have you been doing this week, Hernie?
Well, I went up to Melbourne for orthodontist thing because I got something wrong with my jaw as well as my ear. I think I figured out what I was birthed with. It's a thing called microphagia.
What's that?
It affects like different body parts. So sometimes your eyes can be wonky. Some limbs can be longer than the other. Like Mum said, when I was born, one of my legs were longer than the other until I grew into it or something like that.
Oh, imagine that,
But-
having to walk like
Yeah.
that would.
So it's like basically down one side, the ear, the jaw. I don't have much muscle movement in this area of my mouth, which they said they could fix. Their version of fixing is putting steroids in this, which means in that way this won't move as much. But then I think my speech will be even more fucked. So they said they could do that. I'm like, not really. But before I went down on Tuesday, they were looking at braces. Then they did like all tests and stuff, and they're like, no, you'll probably need jaw surgery. So I'll probably be drinking out of a straw for a while. Basically, one side of my jaw is longer than the other. And I have an overbite as well, so...
What do we do for the podcast on that? I think we'll have to... I'll have to get a temporary host to take over.
No, I'll just do text-to-speech. It'll be fine.
Stephen Hawking looking.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just not the island.
Just not the island. No.
Just not the island, no. So, what have you been doing this week?
So what? I've just been preparing. I did think I was going to start work this Monday, but just a bunch of delays. It is what it is. I'm not too mad about it. I've had about 4 injections.
What injections have you been getting? Are you allowed to say that, or?
Oh yeah, I've had COVID, flu shot, hepatitis B. Or did it become immune? I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
And chickenpox.
I don't think I got... Wait, chickenpox?
Yeah.
Is chickenpox one of those ones that you get once, or do you have to get it like every so often?
I think you either get it or you get the vaccine. So.
Okay, because I've never had chickenpox, but I don't know if I've ever had the chickenpox vaccine. Then again, I don't know my medical history, mostly because my mum does it all. Like, I'll be at the doctors.
Yeah.
They'll be talking to me because I'm 19, so they think, oh, he can answer these. I don't know my medical history.
You can you can look it up on MyGov. It'll have your immunisation history.
So it's like, every time they ask me a question, I just have to face my mum because she knows everything. And I can't be asking her and trying to remember everything, so...
Yeah. No, I mean,
A long day.
the first 2 needles were painful, man. Like, I can't lie. But the last 2 I had were just calm. I was done. It might hit me later, but yeah. But other than that, you know, went to Ballarat on was it Wednesday? Did some stuff.
Mm.
And yeah, that's pretty much all I did this week.
Pretty uneventful.
Yeah, pretty uneventful.
I mean, our weeks are mostly uneventful, but
yeah, this is where everything happens on a podcast on a Saturday.
which is quite sad, but
It is, but
it is what it is.
you know, we've come to terms with it.
I don't know. I just thought of an idea that we could do, but we'll get to that when we get to the topic, if I remember it.
Yep. All right, so you know, I guess the thing we always talk about, TikTok. It's something that we've just come to terms with talking about every episode now. What's been happening on TikTok this week? Not a whole lot.
Not much. It's been kind of dead, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a standout meme this week.
Not since the TikTok Riz party.
Nah, I miss it. I actually miss the TikTok Riz party.
I like how the at least the blue type kid or whatever and Turkish Condell Dingles have actually like capitalized on it and made stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you told me he made like $30,000 just from cameos.
Yeah, Turkish Condell Dingle made about $30,000 from Cameo. It's crazy. But he's donating like a bunch to charity, so
That's good.
that's good of him. Yeah, and you wanted to talk about the WWE.
Oh, so alright, backstory here. Back in when was it? It was like when I was in grade 3 or 4, right? So when I was 9 or 10 years old, ages ago, like 10 years ago, I kind of got into the WWE because I was a kid, right? And I used to like Sin Cara, the Great Khali, or something like that, stuff like that. But then I guess you could say I grew out of it, kind of. But then I've been seeing like Logan Paul in the WWE. It's a bit controversial, but he's not that bad. Like, his role in it is to play a heel. So basically a character that everyone hates. And he does a good job at that. And he's actually not that bad, like, when it comes to wrestling and stuff. And through that, I've kind of gotten more into it. Like, especially, this is probably basic, but Cody Rhodes.
I know, like, I know my mate Nathan really likes the WWE, but I know nothing about.
Basically, Cody Rhodes is the son of Dusty Rhodes, who's like was like a really famous wrestler back in like 1980s. Brother of Dustin Rhodes, who is like Goldust in the WWE, who's now in the AEW. And basically, Cody Rhodes started out as way back as the I can't remember, Dashing Cody Rhodes or whatever. So they're making him to be like the pretty boy, but then something happened. Either like his popularity kind of dropped off, so he became a new character called Stardust.
Yep.
So to be like his brother Goldust at the time, which he said he absolutely hated the role, like he hated doing it. So then he left, and like his story is just like interesting. Because he left like the WWE, like the top-notch wrestling organization, and he started doing like smaller shows where you get like 50, 300 people or so. And then I think he helped found the AEW, which then through storylines he wasn't able to participate anymore. So then he went back to WWE to complete his story. I think recently he's won WrestleMania, so he's like world champion, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like the American Nightmare, and he's just like, I don't know, it's just really cool. Even though you know it's fake, right? The injuries are still real if they get it. Because they like jumping off stuff, like landing on the mats, and like the mats aren't like, they're padded, but they're not that padded. It's like, I think it's like wood, a layer of foam, and then the mat.
I remember when Logan Paul tore his ACL and his meniscus in one match.
Yeah, it's like, it is safe to do, but if you like not really experienced and there's a lot of mistakes. If you make a mistake, it can go wrong. I mean, Cody Rhodes, he fought a match with a torn pec. Like, he tore his pec while benching. So like this whole side of him was just like basically purple and black, and like he could barely move it. And he still wanted to do like his show, they wanted like versing Seth Rollins and stuff like that. So even though it is fake, some of like the stuff they do is like really dangerous. Like even like hitting, even like the chairs and stuff that you hit yourself with, like you hit people with, will probably be like won't hurt as much as normal, but it'll still hurt. And like some of the moves and like jumping off top ropes onto people and stuff. So
yeah, no, the funniest thing I've seen in WWE is feeding that Prime bottle. It's just so funny. He's just standing there. He's like barking at him.
Ronaldo better.
Oh, bro, it's so funny. No, I don't know. Like I get the appeal, but I'm into other sports. Like I already follow so many sports.
It's like it's entertainment. So it's like physical comedy if you think about it. So it's physical entertainment. It's meant to be for entertainment purposes. It's not really, you know what I mean?
I know, yeah.
So it's like they make basically superhero storylines sometimes and stuff like that. I mean, I think The Rock is back in it now for a bit.
I respect it.
So
I like it. Well, in case you guys haven't noticed, I decided to shave the mustache off.
Why did you shave the mo off, Butch? You told me you would never shave it off.
I said I wouldn't, but, you know, I shaved it because I wanted to just, you know, try something different again. It's always like, I have a mo for ages, I think it looks so good, and then one day I'm like, time to shave it. Because it's not like, it grew out, like, this is the first time I actually grew it out really nice, like it actually looked good. But,
I feel like you didn't upkeep it properly.
No, I didn't. That's what I mean. I want to start over. I want to actually because I noticed a lot of bits of it were just all patchy and I couldn't be bothered.
You know what I do with mine? Like if it gets long, I like comb it down. Then I grab like an electric razor kind of, and then I like line it up here so those bits aren't hanging over my lip.
Yeah.
And then I'll grab like an attachment and kind of like thin it out a bit. But yeah, because a mo can look really nice if you like upkeeping it, you know. But if you just like let it grow and it like grows over your lips and shit, it just doesn't look that nice.
Yeah, it looked a bit filthy, so I just have to, you know, I want to start again, you know.
I thought about shaving my mo as well until you sent me that. I'm still considering it, but I feel like for me to shave my mo, I have to wait till you get some sort of resemblance back of yours. So I'm just not copying you, but...
Yeah, before the podcast today, right, I actually, like, it was, like, looking like it's actually sort of growing back. It was, like, good. But I just shaved it so I could show people I actually shaved it off.
Okay.
So, like, but I'm pretty confident I'm going to go back to the mo, so...
I mean, I'll probably shave mine at the end of April, I reckon.
Yeah. No.
And I want to get a foil shaver, I think is what they call it. It's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's like kind of electric razor.
Yeah.
But it has like tiny holes in them and the things like spin. And it's like basically what it does is for like stubble. And you shave it and it like shaves the stubble down to skin. But you don't want to be like using it if your hair's too long because it like plucks them out. So it's like, I want to kind of see how that is because I like experimenting with like razor blades, different type of electric razors and stuff like that and seeing what is best use for me, like different type of razor heads. I think so far for me, the Skin Guard Gillette razor heads I think are probably the best one for me. Even though it doesn't like get right down to the skin, it doesn't cause as much razor burn or ingrown hairs. Then that way, I guess if you probably just shave like the next day or 2 days after anyways, it'll be fine. But yeah.
I mean, always consider doing straight razor, but I might wait a little bit.
You'll need like good precision for that. But you can get like safety straight razors, like the butterfly ones, which is basically the same one, but it's like you can still cut yourself, but you basically gotta like angle it a certain way to go down.
Yeah, I'll have a look, but not now. Probably in a few years. Well, probably one of my favourite things that happened during the week. Madrid. They beat City. I can't.
Fucking thank God.
I had a Madrid shirt, but I think Mum chucked it out or something for some reason. It pisses me off. It was expensive as fuck, so I'm still pissed about it. But if I had it, I'd be wearing it right now because that's how I'm feeling. It's actually mad.
I was really hoping Madrid would beat City. And then I was like looking, they
So
drew.
was the whole world. So
They drew. I'm like, oh, fuck's sake! But luckily they bet him by penalty. By like it was like 3-4 penalties.
yeah, something like that.
It's like Man City 3, Real Madrid 4.
And in the TikTok, I was like, Bernardo Silva, oh yuck. He had like one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. Straight down the middle at the keeper. Like, what are you doing, bro? And also Arsenal as well. Arsenal got battered by Bayern Munich.
I was hoping Arsenal would get through, to be honest, but
No, I fuck with Bayern Munich, so no.
Bayern Munich's a good team. But I mean, I just would rather Arsenal. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. I think it's because they're an English team.
It does suck that there's no more English teams left, though. It kind of showed.
Tell you what, though, Dortmund getting through was a surprise to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was also going to wear a Dortmund shirt, but
Who did Dortmund verse to get through again? I forgot.
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, fuck.
Nah, Dortmund are like...
Dortmund's a good team. I know that. But I was just surprised that they got through.
I know.
Sancho's through.
Like, this is proof that he just... You know, he's not a Premier League player. He needs to just go back to Dortmund. Dortmund, we'll give him to you for 50 million. You know, go and have fun. You know, you're always meant to stay there. You're never meant to come to United. But, you know, I miss Sabitzer as well, who Hernie doesn't know. But he was a player that was on loan with us last season, and he's just gone crazy. We would have only had to pay 15 million quid for him. And I'm like, why the fuck did we not just pay it? Amrabat has not played a single fucking game well. Like, he played... That Liverpool game's the only one where he actually played all right, but... it just pisses me off. But anyway, speaking of United, will we make the FA Cup final? Now, worse in Coventry, they're like 7th in the championship.
We should win.
Should win.
Then again, we've played games where we should win and we fucked it, so who knows what's going to happen.
Oh, you never know what you're going to get. Like,
I know.
it's just...
Bit of a controversial thing is United.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about Ten Hag basically blaming Garnacho? Without saying it, but he basically blamed him.
I think that is... I don't like how he threw Garnacho under the bus. I was like, why would you sub him off after 45 minutes when you have Rashford, who's not even tracking, he's not even putting in effort? Like, I hate that, because Garnacho, like, yes, he played terrible for 45 minutes, but he's also like he's probably going to be the best player that this club is going to have for a few years. Like, he has the highest ceiling. Like, he's the best.
I mean, that game was probably one of his worst games, but the games before that, like, he was doing well, you know?
Yeah, he didn't deserve to be thrown under the bus.
There was probably a lot more other players that...
Like, why hasn't Casemiro been giving the same treatment? He doesn't run. He literally just walks. He doesn't... Like, I love Casemiro, but he's not the same player he was last season, the one that would, you know, put in a good challenge and would carry the team.
He's getting old now, so...
Yeah, he is 30.
We should probably look at selling him...
Oh, he's gone.
I reckon we should look at selling him Varane.
Well, Varane's going to go for free, unfortunately.
Shit.
What else? Apparently, I obviously love Mark Goldbridge's content. Like, I always watch it. He said, if we keep Ten Hag, we're more than likely going to sell 10 players and bring in 7. And I reckon if we do that, like, I know that we've been strongly linked with Frimpong, Elise, Branthwaite. The player that I really want is Frimpong, because he just, after seeing him, like, win the league with Leverkusen, I'm like, this is a guy that I want. Like, I know we already have Delo, but I want the 2 right backs to be competing for their spot instead of just like buying a backup for Delo, because Delo's good. Like, we'll never sell Delo.
It'll make him get better and
better.
better.
Yeah, they'll actually have fighting for the spot. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, will Man United make the FA Cup final? Yes, we will make the FA Cup final, but we won't win it because our team is just like, we're playing like young Kamwala right now, and he's not a bad player. He's just too young to be filling. He needs to go out on loan because
to get experience.
Like, I swear, if anyone was blaming him for that goal, that first goal, like, it technically was his fault, but he's also only 18 years of age. Like,
very inexperienced
like-
and stuff.
you can't be like doing that to a young player. Like,
But playing on that field at that age as well would probably be like very like daunting and stuff.
oh yeah, yeah,
So you're bound to make a mistake. Just trying not to make a mistake.
yeah, pretty
So-
much. Like, I like the kid. I think he's got a future at United. I think he's very talented. Look, it is hard to be a United fan. There is a lot of terrible things that happen, but there is a lot of bright things as well. And obviously, like all our youngsters are just crazy.
I mean, back to what you said before about the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Funny how as soon as Harry Kane goes over, Bayern Munich doesn't win. Even though how long were they on a winning streak for?
About 11 years. Yeah.
11 years of
Yeah.
constantly winning. Harry Kane goes over, they lose. And my guy just wanted a trophy.
Champions League, still loading. I actually back Bayern. I want Dortmund to probably win it though, because
All right.
I love Dortmund as a
Would
team.
you want the final to be Dortmund versus Bayern?
Yes,
Okay.
of course I would. That would be so sick.
Well, I personally think that not PSG. I don't really care what they do. I hope they get out as well. I hope Dortmund beats PSG.
Yeah.
But I do think Real Madrid will probably beat Bayern. I think it'll be a Dortmund Real Madrid final.
See, yeah, I love Madrid, obviously, but yeah, I don't like I only really follow United to that sort of level. I just kind of like these teams.
Yeah,
I don't really support them. So it's like, who do I really want to win? I would say Dortmund but who do I think is probably going to win? Madrid.
Yeah.
Like, you just look at their squad and you just think, my God. The only thing they're missing is Mbappe, and he's coming, so yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a stacked team, Real Madrid.
Like, City will no longer be the superpower once Mbappe. Like,
No.
like, I don't think people realise how good Mbappe is. Like, he's just that guy. He is that guy.
I wonder what PSG is going to do once they lose Mbappe.
By Rashford, hopefully.
Bro, I swear to God, if Rashford somehow starts playing better at PSG than he did at United.
Oh, but it's fine.
Fuck.
I don't
No,
care.
I'd just be annoyed. I'm like, well, that's what you can do. Why didn't you do that before?
It's fine. We'll go buy Elise, and Elise won't be as good, but at least he'll pass the ball to Højlund, and then Højlund will shine.
We do need a player that will be able to make opportunities.
And
I mean-
and it's Garnacho is going to be a better player than Rashford will ever be.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I honestly believe that. But the thing is that worries me about Garnacho is the Real Madrid. He's going to go there.
You reckon?
Oh, yeah. He will.
Yeah, true.
It's unfortunate, but yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say he's a Ronaldo fan, but Ronaldo went to Real Madrid as well, so it is like... It'd be funny if he follows Ronaldo's career, but...
I have nothing but, like, admiration for Garnacho. I think he's just a
I
talent.
do want Mason Mount to...
I think
Start
Mason
playing
Mount's going to be Bruno's predecessor.
Like,
Was it predecessor?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's what it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Hopefully I didn't say the wrong thing.
I think it is right.
Yeah. Mount is cold. I love Mount.
Bad boy Mount.
Bad boy Mount.
Money Mace.
We did overpay for him, yes, definitely, but
You know what did we pay for him?
like 60.
60. He's worth... At the
Well,
moment...
Hernie needs to start looking at transfer values.
No, I like looking at transfer.
But they're wrong.
I mean, right now, apparently he's worth 45 mil.
No.
But that's just because he hasn't played.
No, he's really worth more than that. 'Cause
He's
got 5
a
years
really
left.
good player, yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, since he hasn't played, that's what his worth is. But once he starts playing, he'll probably go way up, so.
Yeah.
Do you want him to, I think next season, 2024-2025 season, I want to get a Mount jersey, I reckon.
I'm going to get a Rasmus Højlund because that guy is my guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Shout out to Rasmus.
Number 7 Mount.
I think the next thing I guess we should talk about is our Google Forms.
Wait,
Oh my God.
you wanted to talk about Chicago Bulls.
Oh yeah, I'll talk about them real quick.
And just the NBA.
I'm pretty sure
Colin,
Yeah.
I just want to say sorry. I know you love NBA so much, and you said Butch shouldn't talk about it, but we're going to talk about it.
What do you mean? Anyway, yeah, we ended up losing in the play-in. The Chicago Bulls. I'm kind of sad, but yeah, I mean that's probably the last I'll follow of the NBA because I only go for the Bulls. So.
I don't really follow the NBA, but I mean, if I had to pick a team, it would probably be Boston Celtics.
Well, they're probably going to win the championship soon.
Oh.
Yeah. Only really competition they have is like Denver maybe or Thunder, something like that. Timberwolves.
I mean, what about playoff Jimmy or whatever Colin's talking about, Jimmy Butler?
Oh yeah, Matt.
Apparently, it was showing me his stats. He goes, yeah, so this is what he does in normal game, but for some reason in playoffs, it just goes right up.
That's the one thing the Celtics should be worried about is if Jimmy somehow makes a miraculous comeback, I would be worried because he just turns it up. Like, they were a play-in team last season, and they made it to the NBA Finals, like which is the last, if you want to win the chip.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Shit.
But the Celtics is also really good.
I mean, have you seen the USA Olympic basketball team? It is stacked. You search it up. Colin was showing me yesterday at the gym, but they basically got a lot of good talent. Like, I think LeBron, Steph Curry, some other peeps.
As if LeBron's going to... No way.
Should be, I think.
Yeah, he is. So we got Bam, Book, Curry, Davis, Durant, Edwards, Embiid, Halliburton, Holiday, LeBron, Kawhi, and Tatum. Fuck.
Now, I was talking to this about Colin. I said normally NBA teams struggle against European teams because their rules are a bit different. But I don't know how USA would do because...
I didn't know I thought Joel Embiid was like African or something, but he must have got
He might just choose USA. But, I mean, who wouldn't want to play with USA with all those people?
Yeah, I know, but he wasn't like... I don't know. I don't want to say anything.
I mean, if you have dual citizenship, you can realistically pick any.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Shout out to Joel Embiid, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I was saying, like, I'm pretty sure European basketball rules are a lot different to NBA basketball rules. And in the Olympics, they go by European, I think. So there's, like, been matches where NBA teams play European teams, and since they play European rules, they sometimes struggle against those European teams. Like, Real Madrid has a European team, don't they?
Yeah, there's a Euro League.
Yeah. So, like, some of them, like, struggle against that. So it'll be interesting to see how USA does in the Olympics not playing NBA rules. But Colin said that that they are professional athletes, so they should be able to, like, adjust pretty easily to it.
They are, like...
They're top of their craft, so...
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how Australia does.
I'm kind of cut about the last World Cup. I thought we...
World Cup.
Olympics, sorry. Whatever it is.
Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't do too bad in the World Cup. We lost to the winners of the World Cup.
Yeah.
I guess if that means anything.
Well, there's a basketball World Cup as well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that just the Olympics? No. Fair enough. I don't know much.
Okay. Well, that's enough about basketball. It's kind of hard. Yeah, okay, I've got to go back to talking about the forms. Yeah, so we're going to have random questions. And
I think we only have 3.
And a feedback form.
So basically, last podcast, we put in a Google form for you to put in questions about relationships and we'll give you advice. Which from some friends, it didn't come off clear. They thought that they were giving us relationship advice, so they didn't put it in. But no, we'll give you advice. But to make it a bit easier, what we're doing is we're going to put 2 more Google forms in. One, just random questions you can ask us and we'll answer it. And the next is like a feedback form. So in the description of every video, there'll be relationship, random questions, feedback, and it'll be named as well. So if you ever just want to put those in, we'll be reading them out on the podcast like every week, basically, if we have some to read out. So
Yeah.
that's basically it. Feedback form is just basically for us to get an idea of what we can do better and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much I can really add to that, I think. So, well, I think this is something I've been looking forward to all week of doing relationship advice from two single guys.
Alright, we'll pull it up. While you're pulling that up, I'm just going to say this now. Do not take any of these advice seriously, because we're doing this for entertainment purposes, the relationship advice.
Yeah.
So what we say is for jokes. Do not take it out of context, and do not do it, please.
Okay.
Alright, read out the first one, Butch.
Alright. Alright, the first person, these are all anonymous, by the way. I keep catching looks from my pet dog. Should I give him a chance? Now, instantly I'm just thinking...
That's bestiality right there.
I reckon what you should do is chuck him back in his kennel and then move on.
A bit of kinky, bit of bondage.
What?
Please do not do anything to your dog.
Yeah, please. Please no.
It is an animal. I assure you, the dog just...
Don't make me have to call the RSPCA, man.
The dog probably just wants whatever food you're eating.
Yeah.
Not you. You're probably fucking ugly.
So just look after the dog. Put him in his kennel. Set boundaries. That's how I'd say it, you know.
Bro, how horny do you have to be where you look at a dog? Like, come on.
No, he says I keep catching looks from my pet. He's saying the dog's into him.
The dog's just probably hungry, bro.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, the next one I get, but it isn't really advice.
Shoot is shoot, enough said. I guess that's advice for the dog one. Thanks, Jake, for that. Shoot is shoot, enough said. I don't think you really got the idea of it, but thanks. And then we were expecting more, but we only got 3, so this is the last one.
Alright, ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Tell me, hit me.
My online girlfriend turned out to be my own sister. What should I do? Buddy, you're cooked. You're cooked, buddy. You're cooked. Nah.
I mean, did the sister know?
Yeah,
Is it a stepsister?
No, none of that.
Okay.
What I reckon you should do is you should say, "Are you all G?"
Are you all G?
And then if they say something like you wouldn't expect them to say, then you go tell your parents and be like, "What's going on?"
You just pack your bag and leave house and you never contact them
Honestly,
ever again.
at that point, like,
First of all, you got a question. What is your sister doing messaging you online pretending to be a girlfriend?
oh, but it's not like could be on like Roblox or something. Like that's like say, oh, they're on
It's
Roblox.
always on Roblox.
Yeah, I know.
This is why Xander plays Roblox. He's looking for a girlfriend all the time. Xander and Vince.
Yeah, my advice for this is stay clear. Do not entertain it. It is not a smart idea. Yeah, what would you say to that same thing?
Shoot is shoot. Enough said.
Alright, cool. Alright.
It was a bit of a short one, but...
I mean, look, it's funny. It is funny, but...
Hopefully, look, send in more stuff. Even if it's just random shit, just send it in and we'll read it out. Like, it doesn't have to be true.
Yeah, it's funny.
Future vlogs.
Yeah, future vlogs.
Now, I'm going to be vlogging next Friday for DreamHack with my mate John. So that's already one in the works. And then we're also going on a camping trip don't know if I can say it because some friends will probably be like, why aren't I going? But we're going on a camping trip around the King's birthday.
Mm.
So I think we'll be vlogging that as well, just for fun.
Oh, bro, I've been noticing your phone's been blowing up on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yeah, you've been getting like mad Instagram notifications.
I'm just that guy, mate. No, I'm not.
You're in
Probably,
a
it's
group
probably
chat or something.
fucking Vince sending me Instagram reels.
Fair enough. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, so we've got camping that I will probably vlog as well. And then Butch wants to do a soccer video, Chris MD style.
Yeah, I thought because we got a few things coming up. It's winter. Winter's really unpredictable. I don't want to have a week where you don't have something at least. Like,
Yeah.
Like I can't guarantee there'll be a podcast because it's kind of hard to do it in advance. But
You got to get your wisdom teeth out at some
I got to
point
get
as
my.
well.
So that's the podcast I'll miss, and then
Why can't I get the sit?
I don't know whatever else we have to do. The camping trip. That's another podcast we're gonna have to save up. An episode for, but that's something we'll talk about later in the episode. So the whole point is to make sure that you guys aren't missing out, because this is what we do it for. We do it for you guys. So.
I thought I forgot the video idea, but it came back into my head. We should do a ghost type video, like ghost hunting.
Yeah, there's some good places.
Cohen, me, you could do it. Maybe Hoffy. I don't know if we can get into the Ararat Insane Asylum, but that's like probably the closest and most active one near us anyways.
We could ask for permission.
Because I watch The Boys quite a bit and they do quite a lot of those stuff and it looks fun. None of us are really big in that, so it'll be quite something fun to do. We don't really have proper things for like an infrared camera or night vision camera, for that type of stuff, but
yeah,
to film in the dark. So
we'll have to figure it out.
But
it is something
you can get GoPros with like night vision, can't you?
Yeah, we'll definitely look at the setup. Is going to improve. It will improve the podcast setup, the vlog setup, because this isn't like, now I think about it, this is more than just a podcast. This is a social media.
Even though the channel does say podcast, but hopefully, but if it somehow gets bigger, then we'll probably end up making a separate channel for that stuff anyways to keep it separated. But
yeah,
at this point in time, it's more better to upload everything on the same channel.
More better.
Just because... shut up. It's better to upload everything on the same channel just because if you make more channels and you gotta direct traffic to other channels on a channel that's not really as big anyways.
Yeah.
So
I also looked at watched a video, and it's not good for people who subscribe and do that, because if it's different to a podcast, it stuffs up your thing or something.
If you have like other videos on the podcast channel.
Yeah, like I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, something like that.
Oh, fair enough.
But we are going to upload videos.
It's just because we're small, so it's easy to keep it in one thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And also we now have a playlist for the podcast, so it's so much more accessible. So if you're thinking like, oh, how do I watch the first one? Just click on the playlist.
Yeah, so there'll be a podcast tab next to like videos or something, or next to community. Press on that. Yeah. There'll be just a playlist and it'll go in order of like 1 to whatever. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, but I do think the ghost hunting one will be kind of funny. That'll be a long one as well, but we got to figure out how to film in night vision.
Yeah, maybe on the back burner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That probably won't happen. I reckon we should do it around Halloween, so we got heaps of time to get that done.
It is currently April, so yeah, Halloween is a fair while away. That is 6 months.
You could probably
get 6 months away.
If anything, you could probably find an attachment for a phone camera on Amazon.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Amazon has everything.
Yeah, legit.
So, only thing is, apparently, spiritual energies drain batteries, so you'll probably have to bring like a shit ton of portable chargers as well. Same for the soccer video, you'll need portable chargers as well for that type of stuff. So
I got one. So.
And camping, we don't know how we're going to figure that out.
Yeah, but look,
I mean, when
it's all the fun of being content creators.
when Hoffy said camping, for some reason I had in mind of like, oh, going out.
Oh, I'm not gonna reveal who we're going camping with.
Shut up. I don't really care anymore. But when Hoffy said he wanted to go camping with us, in my mind I had the picture of going out to like fucking nowhere, like hardly anything, making a fire and stuff like that. But you guys want to go to an actual camping site, which would have like internet and all that type of stuff, anyways.
Maybe. I just want somewhere that's like, we already figured out a spot, so.
I just want it to be kind of remote.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
make a fire, cook the stuff on the fire, dig a hole to take a shit in, stuff like that.
And you guys might be wondering, will there be a podcast that week? Yes, there will, because we are planning to have a guest on soon. We have not asked them, but
hopefully they say yes.
I'm assuming they'll say yes, but we have a few backups in mind.
Yeah, we're planning on recording like some guest podcasts where they're not really like date specific questions, I guess, like topics. You can kind of just like have those as back. So we do want to. I think we should film at least 3 guest podcasts for backup
for stockpile. Yeah,
which we could do.
We got
Charlie.
We can do one individually with Tom and Hoffy individual.
I love Tom.
Probably not Tom. He's not the top podcast.
Probably
guy.
Hoffy though.
Probably Hoffy.
And Cohen wanted to do his in November because of NBA, but we can get Cohen on at some point anyways.
Yeah, we can get him on.
And if not that, you want to do one with Nathan as well.
Yeah, Nathan, that will happen sometime in the next 2 months. So, yes, I do think that is going...
Oh, and Toby.
Toby whenever he's back, so... That might just happen. Might end up filming like 2 podcasts in that weekend because he might come back.
It'll be pretty easy, I reckon, to do that. But
yeah,
Toby, I reckon, will be a pretty good one to have, anyways.
Oh yeah.
It'll be jokes. He talked to us about uni and stuff, so
yeah. So I am. I don't know. I think we've gone for a long time, haven't we?
I feel like we flew through all that.
But I like flying through it because then it's not like just rambling on about.
I always forget.
Yeah,
you don't like staying on a topic for too long.
Yeah, I like to just keep it rolling and just, but
Oh, one thing I say, you know how you said you want to like upgrade
in
time the podcast set?
Yeah.
And the first thing we'll probably have to get is mics.
Mics, because the camera's alright. The camera's
you know how people have their mics on the desk and hang over their arm? You know the fellas, right?
Yeah. We'll buy an actual table. We'll buy a proper hardwood table.
I love their what they do with mics in the most recent one, where they hold them.
Oh no!
It looks so much better though.
I know it looks better, but can you really see yourself holding the mic?
You don't hold it like this. You kind of like hold it like this, or like. No. It just
gets annoying though. Like
no, you can have a boom. I'm gonna hold a mic.
Fair enough. I just rather a boom.
We gotta like do some research on that because I think we have to run it through a PC or something to capture the audio.
Yeah.
I mean that way. You can capture 2 different audios. You can have my mic channel and your mic channel.
Well, if we buy a PC, we can also do way more stuff editing wise. Like we can actually have like, what do I call it? We could do, what's it called? I'll get back to it. What's that thing where you put like a topic and then you have a tier list?
Oh, like when you screen record the thing.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
So you can make like more, like I guess, content doing tier lists and stuff on the podcast.
Yeah, if that's something like.
So I mean, if you want to do that, get like a PC down there and like maybe a monitor here or something at all times.
Oh, block the camera though.
Not really. We're on the side, not the middle.
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
Anyways, you could always get a webcam on top and switch to a webcam when you do that.
Oh, actually, that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Be like, you know how on Twitch or like Streamlabs, how you can have different scenarios, like scenes, and you swap between.
Yep.
Like you can go webcam cam, full camera cam, just gameplay and stuff like that. You could probably do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Also, actually, I know like we haven't got much else to talk about. I do want to talk about our TikTok page. please go and check it out because it's so funny. Like, we're posting clips now. The clips are quite good, and we're posting like what we do before every podcast. We make 2 TikToks, just like of anything like,
Probably soccer related.
soccer related, because it's like just kind of.
That's what Butch likes.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't dance. So. Oh, actually, we did do a dance.
We did do a dance, which I cringe at it, but we do have a TikTok in the drafts that you want to get better at before we actually upload it. So
yeah,
better get practicing on that.
yeah. But no, I definitely go check it out. It is very good. We have it in the description.
It's on the channel.
Yeah.
If you go to the channel and you go to the about, it'll have the links for the Spotify and TikToks.
Yeah.
And then our TikTok has a link to the YouTube.
So yeah, it all links back to each other. Do you have anything else? Because I don't even know.
No, not really. There really hasn't been much going on this week either.
No.
Like, really anything newsworthy, so...
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this one. I thought I do like it because
we did forget to light the peach up, though, so...
Yeah. Oh, well. That's what it is.
I'm just excited for, like, our ideas that we have in the future to do, like, the different type of style of content and stuff like that, so...
Yeah. Well...
And it's easy to film off of a phone anyway, so...
Yep.
At DreamHack, you want me to interview people?
So that's going to be filmed on Thursday, isn't it?
Friday. 26th of April will be filmed, and I'll probably give myself about 2 weeks to a month to do it.
Yep.
And then if we do reach 100 subs, we have to film me getting my hair dyed.
I know exactly the place where you got to go do it.
Where do you want to do it?
We're going to go to a place called Sui in Melbourne. It's like a Korean barber.
Are they pretty packed?
Yeah, we'll have to book it in advance. So.
It'd be kind of weird to film in there, but you just film little snippets.
We'll just film like you getting like sort of things done.
I'll get you to like film
Yeah.
it instead of me filming it. But
yeah, and it'll be like an edit sort of. We'll make it look like an edit. So.
yeah, so remember, if we get to 100 subs, I'll either go full bleach blonde. Colin said maybe I should get spaghetti hair. Or get a haircut where it's like, I don't know, very short basically, and like kind of this going forward.
So a crop, French crop.
A French crop was like kind of like faded and longer on the back, and then that kind of not the roots bleach, but like kind of the top. So the roots will still be dark, something like that. I feel like full bleach blonde will probably end up winning anyways.
Probably. Yeah.
But if I do get full bleach blonde, it'll probably be like this, but at least the sides and back a bit better, like probably faded. So I think if that place you're talking about, they do normal haircuts, don't they?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. It's only reason why I suggest it because like my barber, it's not really like meant for like dyeing hair and stuff, but Sui, like that's yeah, the joint. Shout out to Sui, they're pretty lit.
I've never been there, so
yeah.
How much do you reckon it'll cost me?
A lot.
Does it really cost you a lot?
Yeah.
Fuck, I might just get my fucking
Why do
sister
you
to
think?
dye
Why
my
do you
hair.
think like you know females like have to pay a lot for their hair?
Well, they got more hair.
I know, but it still costs a lot. All the product.
Oh, yeah, true. I guess you don't want to like box dye it where your hair may fall out.
Yeah, you don't want to like do it yourself because yeah, let's not.
What did you pay for your tips?
A lot. And
Where'd you get it done?
Sui.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I'll probably do some more research on it and see how much stuff would cost because I don't want to pay like a shit ton, but...
It would be like $300. I did tell you,
full bleach blonde.
I did message him and I said, yeah, it's going to be quite expensive.
By the end of May, I should have money saved up anyways for it.
Yeah.
That if we even get it. So we are on like 26, so I doubt we'll get it, to be honest.
Who knows? Always got to, you know, maybe people just want to see you with blonde hair, so.
Yeah, so we got to figure out how to schedule a poll and see how long a poll would last, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, we better not. I know this has gone for at least an hour, so should be fine.
When did I get here?
Like,
Is your computer still daylight savings time?
no, it went flat. So stop, and because the activate Windows thing is on now, so I can check here. You arrived at. Shout out to Life 360 for the boys.
Yeah, I love stalking people.
You got here at 11, and it's at now 12:29. So it's probably been like 40 minutes.
That's probably going to be the average anyways.
Yeah.
Alright, well, thank you for watching the podcast. If you're
yeah.
on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure you rate us 5 stars and follow the page.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there'll be links in the description for the Google Forms if you ever want to do, ask us for any relationship advice, ask us any questions, feedback, and remember to put in your opinion on the poll as well, and just stay, because we got some stuff coming up that we want to do and we think it'll look really good.
Yep, the content will be ramping up. Like, we are gonna, start. It's still gonna be 1 upload a week, but the content that we're gonna have saved up, we're just gonna be like one day, I want to release that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, have a good evening, day, night, whatever it is, and check out the TikTok. Don't forget the TikTok. Please check it out. It's funny.
Right. Thank you for watching.